Hello everyone, welcome to Max Brains. In this video, we are going to see the paper 2 syllabus of CTET December 2024 for the subject Social Studies by Social Sciences. So the first subject here is child development and pedagogy. So under child development, we have two subtopics. So the first one would be child development with specific reference to a elementary school child. Okay. So elementary school child is going to be children of classes 6 to 8 because this paper 2 is for teachers who want to handle classes 6 to 8. So that is the reason this is with specific reference to elementary school child. And the next concept under child development is going to be the concept of inclusive education. Okay. So these two come under child development. And the next one is pedagogical issues. Okay. So here it is learning and pedagogy. Under child development, for the elementary school, you will have to learn a lot of theories which we'll be discussing in the upcoming videos. The contents here are concept of development, the principles of development, influence of heredity and the environment, socialization process, Piaget, Kohlberg, Vygotsky theories, child-centered and progressive education, intelligence, multidimensional intelligence, and the various theories related to that, language, gender issues, and individual differences among learners, the diversity and the assessment of learning, CCE kind of topics, and then how we'll have to assess the readiness level of learners. So all these will be asked for 15 questions, okay, for 15 marks. So totally you will have 30 questions. Out of these 30, child development with a specific reference to elementary is going to be 15, and under inclusive education there will be 5 questions, and for learning and pedagogy there will be 10 questions. Totally it is going to be 30 questions. So under learning and pedagogy, it is like how children think and how do they learn, and when there is a problem, why do they fail to achieve success, and how we can help them to solve their problems, their cognitions, emotions, motivation, and learning, and the factors related to that contribute to learning. Example, personal factors and environmental factors. So all these come under child development and pedagogy. The next thing is going to be social studies or social sciences. So under this, you will have 60 questions. Okay, 60 questions will be asked. So totally 60 questions. So this 60 is going to be divided into 40 plus 20. So 40 questions will be asked from the contents, from the subjects history, geography, and social and political life. And this 20 is going to be from pedagogical concept. Okay. So now we'll see what will be covered under these 40 questions. So under these 40 questions, history you will have. Okay. So in history, totally if you see the number of topics which are given in history, there are 24 topics. So 24 topics are given if you refer to the information bulletin. Please have your information bulletin with you while you are listening to the video so that it will be easy for you. So the questions will be like when, where, and how the early societies, the first farmers, the first cities, the early states, the new ideas, the first empires, and about the distant contact with the distant lands, and how the political developments came, the culture, the kings and kingdoms, sultans, architecture, how an empire is getting created, the social change, regional cultures, establishment of company powers, rural life and society, colonialism, the revolt of 1857-58, women and reforms, challenging the caste system, nationalist movement, and India after independence. So all these will come under history. So all these are given in your information bulletin. We'll also go through that. Okay, but I'll go through the concepts as and when possible. So one by one, we'll be seeing the concepts that we'll be doing it. And then for geography, the number of topics given under geography as per your syllabus is going to be 9 topics are given. So 9 topics are given in geography. So those 9 topics are geography, a social study as well as science. The planet, that is Earth, planet Earth, and about the globe, environment, air, water, settlement, transportation, and communication, resources, the natural resources and man-made resources, and about agriculture. So all these are related to geography. And the next one is going to be social and political life. So under social and political life, there are 12 topics. Social and political life totally has 12 topics. They are going to be diversity, government, local government, making a living, democracy, state government, understanding media, unpacking gender, constitution, parliamentary government, judiciary, social justice, and the marginalized. So these are the contents. Okay, so whatever comes under the concepts, all these are there. So from where you have to learn, you have to learn all these from your NCERT textbooks. Okay, NCERT textbooks you'll have to refer. You can download it from the website. If you go and like select for search for the NCERT textbooks, you'll get it easily. You can download them and you'll have to read the textbooks from classes 6 to 8 compulsorily. Okay, if you could read till 10, it is well and good, because sometimes very lightly here and there they ask questions from 10. Okay, but not beyond that. So classes from 6 to 8 would be sufficient. And so all these together will contribute 40 questions. Okay, if you see the total number of topics, there are going to be 45 topics. Okay, so totally 45 topics. Since it has heavy weightage, the topics are also a little bit heavy, but you have 60 marks here. Okay, so that is 40 from the contents alone. And then pedagogy also will be there. So then you will have under pedagogy, you will be having 20 questions. So under pedagogy, you will have 20 questions. So these 20 questions will be covering about learning and acquisitions, and then it's going to cover about the nature of social science, classroom process, how do we develop critical thinking, and about the evidences, the problems of teaching social science, the sources, the primary sources, secondary sources, how the projects are going to be given, and about the evaluation of social science. So all these are going to together contribute 40 plus 20, which is going to be 60 questions and 60 marks. The only thing is you will have to read the question very carefully to answer. Next, it is going to be language. So under language, you will have comprehension. So under comprehension, you will have one prose or passage and then one poetry. So one prose or passage and one poem will be there. So comprehension together you will have 15 questions, 15 marks. Prosa passage is going to have like 9 questions, 9 marks, and here poem is going to have 6 questions, 6 mark. Okay, and the balance 15 is going to be from pedagogy of language development. So under pedagogy of language development, you will have learning and acquisition, the principles of language teaching, the LSRW skills, and then how we are going to have the critical perspective of grammar, the language skills, how do you evaluate, and the teaching learning materials. All these are going to cover the rest of the 15 questions, 15 marks. So together you will have 30 questions. Similarly, with language 2 also, even for language 2, you will have comprehension. The comprehension will cover 15 questions, 15 marks, and then you will have pedagogy, which will cover another 15 questions, 15 marks. So totally 30 questions. Okay. So remember, for social science, you have totally you have only 4 subjects. Out of 4 subjects, 3 has to 30 questions each, and social studies has 60 questions. So together it's going to be again 150 questions and 150 marks. So they've given the syllabus very clearly in the information bulletin that you will have to refer to classes 1 to 8. So for this exam, paper 2, you will have to refer at least class 6 to 8. Please refer to NCERT syllabus and the textbooks. Hope you've understood this. So with this, we are completing with the syllabus. If you have any more clarifications regarding the CTET exam, I would like you to post a comment so that I'll be able to address your queries, and I can even post a separate video for that if you require. Hope you all have understood. So looking forward with more videos on the concepts one by one. Thank you, everyone.